Welcome back, guys, to Football Dynasties. I'm your host, Del. Week 1 is in the books. We are in week 2 already. We've got our start and sit week 2 edition. But before we get to that, let's touch on Thursday Night Football's game a little bit. Bills Dolphins. I really thought that was going to be a closer game. I was mistaken very, very badly. Tua in that first half threw a couple errant throws, which we can kind of blame with communication, receivers kind of running the wrong routes, all sorts of stuff going on in that first half, and Miami went down quick, and they weren't coming back. Achane, he was questionable all day. Turns out he's totally fine. He even outscored James Cook, and James Cook. I mean, that dude started off so hot in that first half. I thought he was on pace for a 40-plus point game, and it turned out kind of slowing him down just because they went up so quickly, and they just started running that ball in the middle of the third quarter, kind of ended the game. Hope Tua's doing well. Scary scenes from a few years back. Just hoping the dude's all right, and hoping to see him out there again on the field. Or not, depending on how you feel about it. So, again, Tua, hope you're doing all right, my man. Let's get started, guys. Week 2, start and sit edition. All right, my first start of the week. Yes, I am a Chargers guy. I am going to go with Ladd McConkey at Carolina. This is it. This is going to be the show-out game. Played really well in that first game. I expect them to do a lot better in game 2. Especially against a defense that just is coming off giving up 40+. So look for Ladd to have a big game. My second start of the week, 100%, is going to be Malik Nabers at Washington. I think he's going to have himself a field day. Great rookie debut. One of the top 10 debut rookies of all time. And against Washington, we saw what the numbers that they were able to put up against that Washington defense. So I think Malik Nabers is ready. This is his 100+ yard game. Definitely starting him. All right, number 3, Kyle Pitts at Philly. Kyle Pitts looked good in week 1. I expect him to do the same thing in week 2. No reason why not. So let's get it. Start Kyle Pitts. All right, our next stardom is going to be Mark Andrews versus the Raiders. There is no way Lamar Jackson lets his boy go back-to-back weeks with having bad games. All you Mark Andrews owners, start him. Don't be afraid. We heard all the noise after week 1. It's fine. It was just week 1. This is week 2. They're playing the Raiders. Obviously, Mark Andrews, give him a go. All right, my last start for the week. Must start for the week, DJ Moore. Keenan Allen's been hurt all week, has not practiced. He's not looking like he's going to go. Rome Odunze, MRI Monday. They're calling it an MCL sprain, I believe. So might not be a go either. So Caleb, DJ Moore is going to be your go-to guy all day. Just give him the rock. All right, our sit. I've had a hard time in week 2, especially because I watched pretty much every game in week 1, and the quarterback play was no bueno, no good. So it's really hard to say, hey, this guy's going to play well, that guy's going to play well, but we're going to go, and when our first sit is going to be Sam Darnold playing the 49ers. Aaron Rodgers couldn't do much. Obviously, it was Aaron's first game back since the Achilles tear, so we probably weren't expecting much, but I also wasn't expecting him to get totally shut down in the second half, and I don't see Sam Darnold doing any better. So go ahead and sit Sam against the Niners. Our next sit is going to be Calvin Ridley, same against the Jets. Calvin had 3-4 receptions in that first game. Nothing too crazy. I look for the Jets defense to bounce back. So I look for sauce to shut down Titans number 1, which is Calvin. So we're sitting Calvin Ridley this week. Our third sit of the week is going to be Alvin Kamara against the Cowboys. Yes, Chad, your Cowboys defense did work. And I'll tell you what, man. After watching week 1, what they did to Cleveland, let's pencil it in. We're not going to book it by any means, but we're going to pencil in the Cowboys 49ers in the NFC Championship. But it is Dallas, and anything can happen. But this week, I don't like that matchup. So, Kamara, go ahead and sit him. All right, my next sit of the week is going to be all the Green Bay Packers, except Jayden Reed. I know that's a little bit of a mix of start and sit. I'm not starting any Green Bay Packer unless his last name starts with Reed. Malik Willis, oh man, we saw him play a few last year. He played a few games the year before that, and it was not pretty. And the way he closed out that game against Philly doesn't really give me any sort of confidence in the guy. So yeah, any Packer, we're gonna go ahead and sit him unless your last name is Reed. And for my last sit of the day, yes, because I am biased, and the Chargers D looked really, really good against the Raiders offense. I'm not starting any Panthers skill player this week. As a matter of fact, I'm probably not starting any Panthers skill player for the foreseeable future. Bryce Young still struggled. Dave Canales, we thought he would go in there and help out the kid. Again, it is only week 1, so we don't know what can happen. He can change it up. It can go week to week, and he'll turn it on. But as of right now, I don't like anything we're seeing. Potentially Jonathan Brooks when he comes back from the PUP. He might be one that we look at and say maybe that's the only Carolina guy you're starting that week. But as of right now, I am not starting any Panthers skill players, especially when they're going up against a defense that's coming off a big win. And that's going to be my last sit-em, guys. Thank you for listening to Start and Sit Week 2 edition. Like and subscribe, guys. Hit that thumbs up. Comments down below. Any feedback is welcome. Thank you, guys, and enjoy Week 2.